Salutations. Welcome to Saturday and Saturday Night Reaver with Warhounds. It's been a week. So much going on in the world. So much hobby awesomeness happening here, there, and everywhere. I did some more painting of the Warhounds yesterday, as you can see with the stroke bits I've added to both of them. Still got to neaten up the second one a bit more and wash it, and then also we've got to do some base work tonight as well. So it's all go tonight. Everything is happening. How are you? What are you up to? And what are we looking forward to the weekend bringing for us? Very important questions that need to be asked and answered. And I've just seen something that's annoying me, so I'm just going to sort that out first as well. So, hey Kenneth, how are you, buddy? I haven't magnetized or added magnets to the weapons yet. I've got a whole pile of weapons here, so the Volkites, extract lances. I primed them and then I literally just in a box I was shaking them around to as I sprayed them, just to make sure I was getting everywhere, and then I'd emptied them all out to the side like some demented genius. So yeah, it's all been good. But yeah, so I've got all the weapons there. I've still got to sort out, as I said, magnet side of things. I've done the magnets on the Titans, but obviously not on. Yeah, the Titans are all magnetized, it's the weapons that aren't. I'm trying to find the actual magnets, which is the hard part of the whole process. Evening, Arnold. Good evening to you. I'm good, dude. Just working on the second Vindy this weekend, and a couple of Skitari hoplites for Legion Storm. Nice. Yeah, Astorum, they are very popular, Legio. I did try a paint scheme, but like you try it out, you think, I don't know, I like it, but don't know, and I didn't commit. So I did try, honestly, I did. Put it out there. I gave it a go. It just didn't work on that occasion, unfortunately. That's what I was doing, yes. Knitting it up. Tidy. What's in your mind, the prime colours for loyalists, and what colours for traitors? So the thing is, you can't really go like, it was always, I think, like going to like computer games like blues versus red sort of thing, like war games and stuff like that. But then in the original sort of AT things, obviously Fire Wasps had red, and they were loyalists. Although they do have a big thing about their symbol, which was the sort of wasp on a blue trimmed white triangle. That was meant to be the symbol that all Loyalist Titans used to wear. And then obviously when the Codex came out, that sort of got changed. So they have altered stuff from the origins, and that's continued to this day. So there's no real right or wrong. You know, both traitors and loyalists have, you know, titans of various colours. It doesn't really sort of work out that way, does it? Really, when you think about it. So, you know, like, you know, traditionally black is considered to be like, oh, black or bad dudes, black. But then you've got Legio Crucius, which are black. So yeah, there's no right or wrong. You can't really sort of pin that down onto one particular traitor colour scheme. You know, but the main thing is like most of the traitor Legio schemes are really nice. They look really good. Like, you know, Legio Furians. That is although it's like a pain to actually try and think of doing, but it's a really nice scheme, no matter what. It's like people have the Legios. I know friend Jade, she wanted to do Legio Furians, but she wanted them to be Loyalist Furians. It's just whether or not it's bias or anything, but where you have these like Legio flips, the one Legio I don't see flipping to have traitors is Ignitum, because the whole sort of thing about loyalty and being like the chosen of the Emperor, because one of the big things that I liked about the Ignitum history from Titan Legions, when they brought that out, they had some extra sort of like bits put into the background for certain Titan Legions, and they said in there that the Emperor personally blessed like a whole host of Legio Ignitum Titans. No other Titan Legio has that, and that sort of mark of honour is something, when you couple with their sense of honour and loyalty, is, you know, you don't see them turning traitor after something like that. Like Mortis, you sort of understand a little bit more because the way they were the favoured of the Mechanicum. So obviously fabricated General Howe, he doted on Mortis, and they got all the, you know, new bigger Titans. That's why they've got lots of heavy Titans compared to other Legios. But you know, in sort of an ideal world, I wouldn't see Mortis having sort of flipped loyalties, but you know, people do have their own ideas of like Fluffhammer, where they think, well, you know, this is why. If you can, like, you know, produce something that you can go, you know, that is why, and that's a legitimate sort of reason why that particular branch of the Legio went that direction, then yeah, that's cool. But you just say like, oh yeah, they just didn't like somebody, you if they were separated, like a Titan Legio element of Mortis gets lost in the warp or something like that and reappears, like a dozen years later as the heresy is all like in full swing, and then like go, what the hell's happened? Why is our Legio like the poster boys for what's going on? That sort of thing. But I just don't get it. Not individual Legios, the whole side. I'm planning to do my weapons in the two sides, so the future loyalist Legio maniples use the same weapons for the traders. Doing all weapons in every single Legio maniples and use up many weapons. Well, yeah, it will, and that's what I went with at the end of the day. Like, I could, swap weapons with, for instance, Legio Solaria with Ignatum in some respects, because Solaria weapons, I paint some of them like mostly like red on the like armor casings, so that's not a problem. Or I could even swap them with Krytos if I wanted to, because Krytos weapons I put like bits of red on as well. So in that regards, then yeah, but then the trim's different, and if you've got OCD, you're going to pick up on that. Because I thought that myself, but I wouldn't have done a universal colour all throughout. So I just make the weapons that come with the Titans and just be done with it, basically. I gave up trying, because I know that I would not be happy in myself seeing a Titan with slight variance in the like the trim being different, stuff like that. But as I say, it's personal preference. I can only speak for me in that regards, because I know what I'm like. So at the moment, obviously, these two Titans are the first of the what I call Mars Beta pattern Warhound. So the second version of a kit is the Beta. So the Alpha Warlord is the one with Volcano Cannons. The Beta is the one with the Sun Furies and Power Claws and Les Blasters. So we've had double kits all throughout. So this is the first time we're having double kits for the Warhounds, which are long overdue, to be fair. So with that in mind, having them an arrangement of weapons, especially if you're magnetizing, because that does make a huge difference to weapons. Because otherwise, like, you generally would load out for AT. Now, bear in mind, now that LI's out, with AT, the plasma is king. In LI, turbo lasers are king. So magnetizing is a hell of a lot more useful and legit tactic. Or I say tactic, but like thing to do with your Titans, because it allows you to swap them around. So if you're changing, playing AT one week, LI another week, and you want to put on, you know, weapon that's going to work better in LI than turbo laser or whatever, or whenever you buy yourself a resin upgrade pack, magnetize it, you can swap in, swap out. Now, with my Legio Audax, the vast majority of the 15 Warhounds I have for them, I'd say 9 of them are magnetized. The other 6 are basically a collection of weapons. So, like, and they're glued in place. So there was a couple which would have like plasmas and turbos and volcanoes. Not volcanoes, Vulcan megabolters. And then some might have Metric Shock Lance, and some might have Ursus Claws, and one other weapon. So I mix them up to cater for eventualities. So, you know, a Nitric Shock Lance you can shoot from shields, sort of thing. So Vulcan's not necessarily necessary. You shut them down, then you've maybe got a turbo laser, so you can just go pew pew, and you know you've took the shields down because you've shut it down with the Nitric Shock Lance, and then you shoot a delicate system without having to worry about shields. So they're like fire support Titans, and then the other ones are magnetized. So if I wanted to, I could stick in a group of Ursus Claw wielding maniacs to go after big Titans that put them down. And that's what that variety, the ability to do that, does make a huge difference to how you play both games, because you've got options. I'm all about having options. It's all magnets here. I was thinking of to make 2 sides so I can swap weapons between the magnets. You can do that yourself. Like it's not a problem, but for myself, like my sort of like sense of what is right with Titans, it would just annoy me a little bit and dampen my enthusiasm for the game, because no, that's not right, and I wouldn't want to field it like that. But I say, you've got your own ideas, you can go with that, you know, there's nothing stopping you. Yeah, but like with Warhounds, you get a lot of weapons, so that's good. It's only the bigger Titans you don't get as many weapons with them, you know, because you've got double weapons on both kits. So, you know, you've got Ursus Claws, Volkites, Melters now, and the Metric Shock Lance. So you've got 10 weapons in the beta to choose from. So 2 of each, which is not bad. Like in the first one, you've got, was it flamers, plasmas, turbo lasers, and Vulcans. So you've got 8 weapons in the alpha. If you've got a pack of each, you can mix and match. So you've got more than a surplus. A lot of the time, obviously, with my earlier days before I started magnetizing, because I didn't start magnetizing like warhounds until my 5th Legio, Audax. So before that, I just glued them in place. So my Solaria, or all my Solaria, are all glued in place. I've got a couple of Ignatum which are glued in place because they're based on my big ones, so that's not a problem. And then I added others which were magnetized. So, you know, it's all groovy. Right, yeah, so do some stripes on this one. So where's my tape? There it is. Where did that one go? Go small tape. Small tape. Well, that's the thing. It's like, don't go cray with like buying weapons until you've actually started playing, because like Warhounds in AT, you're generally going to go Vulcan Mega Boa and Plasma. Now, what I do generally, or what I originally did, was I would always build them in twos. So you build your two hounds in the box. One primarily would be anti-shields, but I wouldn't go double Vulcans. I'd go single Vulcan and a turbo laser, for example, because you've got shield bait then. Volkites now are probably as good for shields, but then once you strip the shields with the turbo laser, you've got the option of a higher strength weapon. Because that's standard. I'm not talking about any of the other sort of like upgrade weapons you can get now. And then the second one, its partner, would have a Vulcan, again, for shield stripping, if need be, and a plasma. Because once the shields are down, a plasma blast gun is really the weapon you want to hit a Titan with. Because if you get 2 solid shots, that's 4 hits, and if you get a body, on maximal fire, you've got a base of 10, and then obviously adding in whether or not you're at from the side or the rear. So you can go 11 or even 12 strength, and then it's your dice roll. So if you get a couple of good, strong plasma blast hits to a Titan, get a couple of crits going, then you get that strength armor roll bonus. So when you hit them with lower strength weapons, like a Vulcan, your base is going to be like, 4 strength plus if you basically got a good couple of crits, or a couple of crits and a couple of and a devastating hit. On most things, you're going to be at least +2 or +3 on the strength on the armor panel. So that's going to be, as I said, a minimum of 7. Plus, with a Vulcan, you've got rapid. So then any 6s that you hit, because you want to be targeting that area. So 6s, good. If you're within 8 inches, then it's only be 5s, because you get the bonuses at range. So yeah, that can be devastating, because that's auto hits. When you get the rapid rule kicks in, that's an automatic hit. So 1 hit is 2 hits, So that's handy for killing off things. Oh, hello. Sorry, what's going on? Evening. Hello, Medusa. We'll mostly be lurking as I'm cracking on with painting stuff. But you're always welcome here. You can jump in whenever you like. You are a wonderful little Medusa, you. And you've had a busy day, I know. So always happy to have you here in the stream, loitering, lurking, whatever you wish to be doing, goosing. You do whatever you want. You're more than welcome. You know that. So yeah. So always work on the premise of Warhounds being in a pair and complementing each other. I've played against people that run hot dogs, which are basically dual plasma. Yeah, it's nice having real high strength weapons, but you want to have something that's going to, batter somebody, but then you want something to be able to target the damaged areas. So that way, you're sort of balancing out. So, hot dogs shooting, you can't target fire, so it's out your control. So you could, second one, you could roll a weapon. It's a lot of wasted shots. So don't buy into all the high strength because they have their downsides. So balance and complementing each other is what's best for your hounds. Plus, I always liked to run as a maniple, Venator light maniple, which is the minimum, which is 2 hounds and a Reaver. Because with the Venator maniple, you send your hounds out to strip shields. If they strip a shield, the Reaver gets an auto shot. So a free shot that interrupts the activation. So once that shield's down, you should go auto fire from the Reaver, high strength within range weapon, and hopefully you've battered like a nice juicy bit. So like my Reavers, I normally mount twin melter and a turbo laser for that purpose. Turbo laser because you've got no range problems. You're 32-inch range, no negative modifiers, so you can do target shots at range. And if you're within 24 inches, then you've got one of the best weapons in the system, in my opinion, a melter, that you can auto hit somewhere, high strength, only one hit, one dice, sorry, but if you hit, then that's 2 hits at base 11, plus obviously if you're at an angle to that target, you might get +1, and then just roll high, because you're auto critting like obviously on a 14 or 15. So if you rolled a like 3+ on a Warhound, I think that's a crit to most of its locations, so that hurts. And then once you've got that damage track going, you use your other weapons that can target locations to target locations. It's not all about overwhelming firepower, because blast weapons are completely random in that respect, and you could basically have a Titan hanging around for longer than you want it to. You want to kill it fast. So I feel like I would have to paint so many weapons. It's one of those things you have to do. Just embrace the horror and do it, because once it's done, you've got them, and then you don't have to paint as many Titan weapons later on for those Titans. Or if you're doing a larger sort of formation, you've got the weapons done. There's all balance in the force. Grab your opinion, dude. On the Legio Skitarii, going blue robes, silver armor, and bronze trim. When it comes to the shield, would you split it blue and yellow to match Astorum, or keep silver blue? You'd want some yellow in there. So you're talking Secutarii. Yeah, Secutarii. Sorry, yeah, Secutarii, which have the like the pokies, like the arc spears thing. On the shields, they do have that little circle bit. I would do that in yellow and have like the symbol or unit number in there, sort of thing. So at least you got some representation with the hoplites, yeah. To learn this game, I made myself training maniple of 5 Warhound Solaria. To learn the game, what are your opinions on weapons that are going to help me learn this game? As I said, Warhounds in AT, you are, again, it depends what you're up against, but generally, Vulcans for shield stripping, and then something punchy and maximum, and do them as I've said, do them in packs, like build them in 2s to complement each other and operate them that way. Because if you're also going into the realm of squadrons, then they all activate simultaneously, like one after the other, but your activation is 1, so you only have 1 activation as a squadron of 5 Titans, or you could have 2 squadrons of 2, or 1 of 2, 1 of 3, whatever. But that squadron activates simultaneously. They don't have to be in close proximity. You don't have to always share shields. You can have one here on this side of the table, one on that side of the table. But when they activate at the same time, which can be handy for dealing out damage. Obviously, if you're doing 5 Warhounds as a mana pool, like not Ferox, as like a Lupercal, for example, there's no advantage. If you're mixing them with using like Venator Light or a Ferox, then maybe there is, because then you'd have other things to worry about. But you've got to find a play style that's suitable for you. Not everyone is the same play style. I'm an aggressive player. As I've said, I go to kill Titans. I am a Titan killer. That is not me. Other people don't do that. So other people are and I'm cautious, but I have faith in my Titans. I don't try to go too batshit crazy with them. I always, I pick a target and I kill it. Then I move on. I'm systematically dismembering my opponent, sort of thing. So, but that might not be you. And you can't play a style with Titans if you're not comfortable with that style. You've got to it only comes through playing the game that you think, like, I like how I do this. I know how that works. That is something that I can work with. That's why I don't buy into meta games and all that. I just pick a force, I take it out, and then see where it ends up. That's how I do it, and I can't sort of express that. That's just I'm a very instinctive, fluid player. I look at what I'm up against, I make a decision, and I commit. I don't plan ahead. I turn up, I engage, I destroy. That's it. Apart from that, I'm incredibly lovable. But that's how I do things. Like, I've played games with people that wanted like intro games and stuff. I will treat an intro game as if it's a cup final. I'm not going to play cheesy or anything like that, but you learn more from playing and engaging and basically seeing and learning from your mistakes. Basically, there's not a lot else you can sort of do. If you don't learn from your mistakes, then you're not going to get anywhere. So, if I was to play anyone, and I mean anyone, I would treat them with the same respect as I would treat anyone I would go against in a high intensity game, in a tournament or whatever. Because the one thing is, like, a friend of mine, I sort of semi-play regularly. I don't go easy on them. I'm not doing it to be sort of like, oh, I won. I'm giving them the challenge, because if and when they finally, beat me in a game, that will mean more to them than it is if I go, oh yeah, you win, sort of thing. Giving a win is nothing. Earn it, learn from it, embrace the horror, roll the dice. It's the only way to fight. My friend Queen Bee, I doing a demo game at one of Crystal McDowell's meetups last year, and she naturally plays like how I play. And at one stage, I'm going, "Whoa, why is it this? what's going on here. I was actually like, countering and double taking, like, well, what's the hell's going on here? And then I realised, oh my god, you're playing like I play, which was eye opening, to say the least. But you've got to have that sort of comfort in what you can do and what you can do, like how you can play. So you can't get that until you've started rolling dice and engaging in Titan War. Hey, Judge. Sorry, it's been rambling now. Didn't know you could sneak in first for some Travel Nights. Masterclass right there. Thanks for all these insights, mate. Really appreciate going to rewatch this part of tonight's stream. You just all you can do is play what's in front of you. I've played in games where I've been like Titan-wise, outmassed. I've done a lot of the even the Titans Owners Club, like Titan Walks. The amount of times I've gone up against heavy Titan forces and come out victorious because of how I play and how I see a game. When I say see a game, see a battle. Give it its proper terms. I've utilised the scenery, the terrain, known when to sort of push a strategy or sacrifice. Pardon me. It's all part of your natural instinct. So, let's get out there and blow shit up. Never give up on a game. Keep playing until the final bell. When the fat lady sings, or whatever you want to call it. Because the amount of times that I've been in situations where I thought this isn't going really well, but I've continued, I've harried, I've committed to stupid strategies, I think. And I've just been lucky with dice rolls. And I've turned it around, because you could be, after the first turn, in a lot of shit. But you've still got 2 turns. Things might change. You don't know. I've played in games where people have literally sort of, for want of the words, basically like table flipped, without table flipping. It was just from an advantageous position have given up. And if someone does that, I'll go, okay. I can see you're not happy and you want to give up. Fine, I'll take that. I've won battles from losing positions because they've thrown in a towel. Never thrown in a towel. Play the game. What you've worked for is what you turned up. Don't let anything sort of knock you down confidence-wise. Just keep rolling the dice. You might not turn it around, but you won't know until you try. And if you lose, you lose. Shake their hands. Good game. Move on. Don't dwell. Don't think, oh, if I did just do that. No. Sometimes it just doesn't work out. Learn from it. I know, very dramatic. Yeah, my knee has been a right bitch today. Done nothing to it. It's just a couple of days ago, I woke up and it was like, oh, that doesn't feel right. And it was like, to touch it didn't hurt, but stand on it every now and again, you got a bit of a pain, or it felt weak. Like we feel like, oh, that sort of thing. It's just stepping and putting weight on it. It doesn't feel right. And that was at the back of my knee. Today, I felt much better. Went to work, done my usual stuff. But then it was quite a relaxed day. I was just sitting down, I'd done the paperwork. I was just looking around on sort of social media or whatever, the usual. When it's quiet, Pokemon. I was doing some Pokemon. And then when I got up, I was like, ouch. It's like there's definite pain at the front of my knee. And again, I've just not done anything to aggravate it. And I've suffered from knee problems for donkey's years. And it's like, well, I haven't done anything to it, so why is it giving me so much bloody grief? So at the moment, my knee is being a right little bitch. And it's a bit achy. But, what are you going to do? Can't do anything at the moment. Too busy. Painting signs. Is the music a appropriate level? It's not too loud. If somebody can let me know. Obviously, I can hear myself. So make sure that you're having the best viewing and audio experience. So like next week, next Saturday. Good, excellent. Next Saturday I should be on. I do have Dystopian Wars campaign day to participate in, so might be on a little bit later, but that's basically it, because it normally finishes about 6:30. So time I get home, have something to eat. But I will be on next Saturday. And obviously Wednesday should be on as normal. Don't think I've got anything else lined up. No more podcasts. Not that I've been spoken to yet. I did agree that I would do more, but you know, as of when. Hey, Badger. See you sneaking in there. Hey, buddy. What are you up to this evening? More terrain. So many Civitas kits. Yeah. It's glorious. I've got Civitas kit just there because we'll be doing some basing for these guys in a while. I'm just dry brushing it all now. First 3 layers prior to enamels. I made a building that could be considered excessive. You've got to have at least one. I've got one of my buildings which stands about 1 foot tall. So obviously it's got some spires to get the size up, but still, it's 1 foot tall badge. So that's fine. And I've seen lots of like low but wide buildings, and you know, in my time, not that I have any, but you know, if it looks cool on a table, that's what it's all about. You can hide a War Master, yeah. Although you can still see parts of it, so you still be able to hear it. Yeah, so that's the other thing with ATs. You need to have some nice scenery, because I always remember going back to the early days. The amount of times people saying, "Oh, I've got my warlords," and we just sat on either side of the table, just shooting each other. Where's the fun in that? Well, you've got to have the scenery to run around and hide behind and creep up units and have shenanigan parties. So you can't have that if you've got no scenery. Scenery makes the game at the end of the day. So whether or not you like 3D print it or you have Civitas stuff, you know, as long as you've got it, you'll have fun. Unless you're a Kratos player and then you just blow the shit out of everything. Hey, see that building you're hiding behind? It go blew up. You've got another tournament coming up, haven't you? Or is that the Maximum Fire one where they're doing the LI stuff? I was listening to their podcast earlier on today, but I might have misheard. My event next week. We've also had a cancellation for Lost Leaders next week. If you know anyone who wants a free ticket. Oh, that's the one you asked me about before, and I'm doing that the Statement Awards thing, aren't I? I'll have a think if that's all right, mate. I'm not sure. Whereabouts is the event taking place? Oh, Hitchin. All right, yeah, Bedfordshire. Yeah, go for it, mate. Yeah, you said there might be someone on there who go, oh, actually, I'm free. I'll do that. Hello, my boy. Yeah, Judge did claim first. Yeah, it's going all right. Suffering with a little bit of an aggravated knee, but apart from that, I'm all good. How are you? Are you settling in all right in the new abode? There was Badge was just saying actually. There's a AT event that's got a spare. He's got a spare ticket to up in Hitchin next weekend. So you probably won't be because obviously you're just moving. So still unpacking stuff. It's so tiring. Yeah. Yeah. As I say, at the moment, indoors is all in uproar. We've been having a new kitchen and a new little room for me being built last couple of weeks. So that's quite a lot to be dealing with as well. Trying to like relocate an entire sort of 2 areas into one, sticking stuff in the loft and all that sort of shit. You do accumulate a lot of shit over time. So don't be scared to just bin it. Are you doing salute, Luke? And are you doing Dystopian Wars next week as well? Well, I forgot. Because you're going to that. the majority of it's Charlotte's. I have one wardrobe and the A2 Titans, that's it. Wow. Quarries. Oh, you're Great to the Walk Power. Oh, right. What would ask? Cool. At least I get to see my little boy. Beep, 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 beep. Just making sure I get all those bits. Yeah, I always go to salute. So I'll be down to the. Could I possibly give you the mechanic of the Sith? Yeah. Which can? Is this stuff you've sold to him, or is it his stuff that you've got? Stuff I sold to him. Alright. Yeah. And this is slightly different to what I normally do, but because I haven't built the bases, I'm doing it this way. So, yeah, take that, party. I'm looking dangerous, I'm looking large. Does Brian need a third world bringer? I don't know, mate. To be honest with you. He's up to other stuff at the moment. He's gone quiet on the gaming side because he's getting ready for another roleplay game. So, what's with the selling of Titans then? Talk to me, son. Tell me what's occurring. There you go for it, painting. Where are you, buddy? I'm just going for it right now with my painting. Well, that's fair enough. Did wonder. Furniture's overrated. But you're right, it's kind of necessary. I just realised they're not 8 mil bases. Damn it. What did I do with my 8 mil bases? I thought I had them. I might have to leave the basing. That might be a little bit annoying. You're gaming at Wayland or networking? Gaming. Dystopian Wars, baby. Why would I network at Wayland? I know you all. I was only network. The only time I've networked there recently was when Dave Norquist from Mini Wargaming turned up. So that was networking. Last weekend at Warhammer World, that was meeting up with folks and networking. Schmoozing. Schmooze. As we call it. And yeah, doing that stuff. That is annoying. I thought I had the right bloody bases, but obviously not. Because of all the upheaval, I have no idea where the hell they would be. They'll be in a box somewhere out there. Right, let's see if I've got any magnets I can use. Oh, ouch, 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 ouch. Oh my giddy arm. Oh, ow. Ow! Wow, 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 wow. Jesus. It really does hurt. Yeah, the dystopian wars scenery does look pretty cool. I saw they had a picture up I saw earlier where they actually had legions of imperialism. Well done, Wayland. Right. Let's see how this goes. Let's do these little 3x1 magnets. So what am I doing with the magnets? So where we have these newer weapons, they seem to have holes in there. So I'm assuming that would be like a 2mm by 2mm magnet hole, if you so wished it. But I don't have any 2x2 because I normally use 3x1s. So there's a magnet there. Place that over there. I'll put super glue in. Magnet will fall to the right polarity, and then that's glued in place. That's how I do magnets on these weapons. too far wrong. I still like these ones because there's no holes to them and it's a bit further away from the magnet. I still paint, well, use a really what do you call it, Sharpie, just to colour in the polarity side, so I know which way is which. So when it falls in, I know it's the right way. Just makes it quicker and easier. To be that. So that's 2, 4, 6, 8, 10, 12, 14 weapons done in hardly any time at all, really. So let that. Another thing you can do this is bicarbonate soda. And what that does, any excess super glue around the edges will sort of lock that in. this stuff in super glue. Turns to like cement. Good night again, and thanks for your info. No worries. Hope you have learned stuff. All right, mate. Get that ready for sticking back into the pot. generators, plasmas, missiles, flamers, volkites, versus chlords, and traditional lancers. Right. Let's painting the camera arm, or the spring of the camera arm with this brush. Ouch. Hey, Edvin. How are you, my friend? What are you up to? Have you finally finished moving house yet? Yes, it has been a while. Started working on the kitchen because my shop had to wait during winter. Building some HX auxiliary at the moment. Nice. They are rather nice models. Plastic ones, even like that. Ouch. Yeah, this, shit. Oh. Oh. I'm having trouble on my focusing side of things. I'm actually gonna call it now because my legs hurting. I can't get comfortable and I can't see. I'm not having a great Saturday, unfortunately. Do apologise on that. And yeah, doing trim when I can't see is not fun. So yeah, so we got the main parts pretty much done on these two. See, there's still some random touching up of stuff. Some extra stripy bits, some more details to be done, and some more touching up of the gold. Yeah, sorry, mate. I would say it's not comfortable sitting here. I need to sort of. I can't stretch out properly because then I can't get into my sort of paint. Because I normally have, you sit a certain way. As soon as I start moving my leg to sort of adjust, it starts to hurt. So, yeah. Hopefully it's sorts itself out by for Wednesday, and I will be a little bit more compos mentis with things. But I'll probably have to do some Dystopian Wars prep, because that's what's happening next weekend. So I've got that on the Saturday, and on the Sunday I'm going to the Gundam Seed Freedom movie premiere down in London. So not that obviously you watch it on Sundays, but I'll be going down there. I might try and do a live from the venue, see how that goes. But yeah, so 2 more hounds, the last 2 hounds for my Gryphonicus to go with the other 3, and yeah, and hopefully I'll get back to some better positions for painting and stuff. So yeah, thank you very much for hanging out. Sorry it's only a couple of hours, but we got a little bit done today, and yeah, hopefully we'll sort this out for Wednesday. So until then, thank you all for dropping by, and I will catch up with you again across social medias and stuff, and I hope you all have a wonderful rest of the weekend, and we'll see you again on Wednesday. So till then, peace out. See you later. Bye.